MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the New York Yankees. Guy Cormier will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Lofton can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Clark moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Grounded up the first baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. So digging in now, Ken Griffey Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. In there, 0-1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot for Junior, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. But the Royals are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from the Bronx. It's now Phil Niekro is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Boggs has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Ready now, Joe Shore. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken by Alomar. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Jeffrey Beatty. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Lofton ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Striding in, Phil Niekro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Beatty at second with 2 down. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Jackson on the move, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Mike Piazza, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. He takes a high fastball for a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Shot toward right center, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Great jump on that ball, get to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Digging in, Paul Molitor. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Way in front of that fastball. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Clark, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Right fielder, Matt Clark.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left, and the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, John Van. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Batting 7.
Standing in now, Lee Brandon. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Popped him up. Molitor in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Into the box, Tracy Hayward, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Designated hitter, number 99.
Digging in, Tony Correa. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. A one pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Line towards center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Jeffrey Beatty, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Griffey waits on it. And that ends the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees. So next to the plate for the Royals, Roberto Alomar, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kirshner racing back at the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he is into 3rd with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around 2nd on his way to 3rd.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the left fielder Kenny Lofton. Lays off 1-0. Towards 2nd, and this is taken for the out. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to short. To his right, Brandon. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Phil Niekro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's 1 away. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Matt Clark. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat, when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A bouncer to the left side and a base hit into left field. So they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Into the box now, John Van. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Lee Brandon, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Stepping in now, Tracy White, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Popped him up. Molitor is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Tracy Hayward. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. High in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yankees forced to settle for 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Yankees 6 and the Royals 2. Digging in now, Ken Griffey Jr. as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
A high fastball is in there. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Royals. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Mike Piazza. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. KC down in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tony Correa comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Next for New York, Joe Shore. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Tapped down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Beatty. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And it's gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Willie Peralta answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Phil Kirshner. High in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Clark. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's the Yankees 8 and the Royals 2. Leading off the inning, Ernie Banks, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Niekro hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is a case of where it looks like the power pitcher's winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate, and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
A full count, 3-2 to Banks.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Coming to the plate now, Paul Molitor. First time up, he went down looking. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning. Standing in, Roberto Alomar. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Whit Merrifield stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, and he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Van, and that retires the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. More. Now batting, John Van, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First offering on its way. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league, they definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in. Line
towards center field. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow!
They often say in baseball it's better to be lucky than good. This pitcher's been having a rough go of it lately, but that diving catch right there might have saved this inning and possibly saved the game.
First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roll, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenge.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this one is gone, a home run.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Beatty, high and deep to right center. Jackson is after it. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Into the box, Phil Kirshner. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Kirshner leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Sliders in for a strike. Hit back up the middle. Alomar fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding into the box, John Van. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 5 innings complete. The Yankees are out in front, 14-2. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Brandon is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. A little roller toward the hole. He's got to hurry, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Reggie Jackson, he's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Ball and a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3, and as you can see, they are way behind. Digging in and looking for more, Lee Brandon can lead it off as we start the home 6th. And now a pitch on the way. Popped him up. Molitor on the move. 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Into the box now, Tracy White. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Standing in now, Tracy Hayward on a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
In now is the Yankees DH, Tony Correa. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play, and a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Now in the box, Mike Piazza 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Beatty is calling for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Ernie Banks, and he fouls this one off. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Bases are empty, one man out. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Stepping in, Paul Molitor. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit on the ground out to short. Brandon comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Brian Flynn enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Brian Flynn.
Ready for another chance? Joe Shore. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Row. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day. Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Speared on the dive. The throw. Got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local. Stepping into the box, Roberto Alomar. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
You know what they say, Dan? The way to get to the big leagues from an offensive standpoint, you better be able to hit that fastball.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Alomar gets his lead at first, nobody out. A fastball that just misses inside. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Clark has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Kenny Lofton, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
White is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The batter, third baseman.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A ball and no strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. And as you can see, they are way behind. At the plate, John Van. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
Leroy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose. Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
In now, Lee Brandon. As he loops under the ball and pops it up. Piazza waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. In now, Tracy Hayward. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Tracy Hayward. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 15-2. At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Digging hard. He's headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
First pitch on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Clark moves over. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Ernie Banks.
Coming to the plate now, Ernie Banks. He got called out on strikes his last time through. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Paul Molitor would be next. He loses him on ball 4. Now to the plate, Paul Molitor.
Number 19.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Banks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Molitor swings, and this is hit very well to deep left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance. KC down to their final strike in this one. Count still at 1-2. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
15-3 is the final score. The New York Yankees took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Guy Cormier is credited with the win. Phil Niekro slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.